What is up, fantasy balls, team managers, Chumba, suck my dick. The light's there. All right. Um, Welcome to playoffs. Um, we're here. We made it. Some big games that decided a few things. I feel like my music's a little too loud. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but I was like, damn, that's kind of loud. Ooh, let me turn my thing off. Whoops. Anyway, as I was saying, couple of big games, and we're going to start with the big one. Johnny Boy, John K-Sex, Boogeyman, taking down Jake. All right. Why is this a big game? Other than John putting up 163 points. This game, a huge impact on the seeding for playoffs. John gets a huge win here, almost 40-point win. Big game for John, really sets him up well for the playoffs. Also secures him the number 3 seed in the playoffs, though. So John, in the playoffs now, is number 3. And we'll get into that more. But John leapfrogged this weekend because of this game and because of a couple of other games. But taking down Jake was huge, right? Because if John lost, they'd both be 7-7. No, that's not true. John would be tied with other people, though. But if John lost, Jake would still be higher in the seeding. Instead, Jake falls down a little bit, as well as some others. All right, but John's in the playoffs. John was bragging a little bit. John was like, damn, from last place in baseball to 3rd seed playoffs in football, he was like, that's pretty impressive. And my response was, not really, totally different sports. It's not like you took your last place team and got them into 3rd to make the playoffs. So I countered John, not that impressive because it's different sports. But still, John, congrats. You're in the league. You're made it to the playoffs. Next, we got Brochard versus Justin Runge, the head-to-head Justin matchup. Brochard takes this W here, dropping Runge to 8-6. Okay, it's important. It's important later on. Because that changes the seeding, where Runge becomes the 4 seed when a couple weeks ago he might have been the 2 seed, right? So Brochard winning this game over Runge helps John catapult into that 3 seed and makes Runge fall down a notch. Brochard moves to 7-7. Unfortunately, not the 7-17 team to make the playoffs. 2 7-7 teams did make the playoffs. No teams with a losing record made the playoffs. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Then myself and Griff head to head. I took the W here. Took down Griff. Pretty good game. 132 to 128. Damian Pierce really letting Griff down with a 1.7 point performance. Left Justin Fields on the bench, would have been a different game had that been changed. This was a good one, though, right? Again, had things gone down differently, one of our teams could have potentially made the playoffs. Doesn't matter. Even if we all ended up with the same record, Alex still had the most points because in Alex's matchup, he scored 165.7 to Connor's 102. Connor did lose 15 points for no chugging. There was a little while, about midday through Sunday, where it looked like Connor had a chance, but Alex's team came back, shut that down, said, "Nuh-uh, not in here, not up in here, bitch." Alec left a lot of points on his bench. 27 from Zeke on his bench, Drake London 29. So Alec remained the top scorer of those teams. So even if things shaked out differently, Alec still would have been the one to make the playoff. So Alec is in. Alec is the last seed in the playoffs, I believe. Then we have a bit of a stinker for Chumba, at least. 123 from Eddie. Again, the frauds, Eddie. 123 in the last game of the season against, I'm pretty sure, did Chumba finish as a top scorer? I imagine he did. Did he? Yeah, Chumba finished the top scorer. Only team to score 2,000 points this year. That's 2 years. We've had two years in a row we've had 2,000 point scorers. Congratulations. It was Jake last year, Chumba this year. Jake actually made the playoffs this year. Huge. Anyway, I feel like Eddie's getting bailed out here. Not that it would have changed the final standings, right? But Chumba only scored 85 points here. 8 from Jalen Hurts. 4 from DeAndre Swift. 0 from Aaron Jones. 16 from A.J. Brown. 14 from Lockett. 10 from Hawkinson. 10 from Tyreek. David Montgomery, 11. 5 and 5 from his kicker punter. So just not Chumba's week when he had been scoring a fuckload of points. And of course it comes against Eddie, who any other week, Chumba wins this game. Honestly, there's only 2 teams in the league this week that wouldn't have beaten Eddie. So again, it just comes down to, Eddie gets a bye, but is he going to go deep into the playoffs? I don't know. But good season, right? We're ready for playoffs now. I'm going to read off the matchups. Actually, let me go to the playoff bracket instead of the scoreboard so I get a little better view. So, remember, Eddie and Chumba both have the bye week. Chumba texted me this morning. I don't even remember. It was like right as I got out of the shower, Chumba. Nice timing. Right out of the shower, and Chumba's like, it sucks that I don't get to play anybody this week. I was like, the fuck? Do you want to bitch about it? I don't know. It did make me think, however, in terms of next year, I do think that we should try. I don't know if we can do it in ESPN. I think you guys have an even number, but I'll look into it. If we can move down from 6 to 5 playoff teams, that way only the 1 seed gets a bye. It feels wrong that more than half the league makes the playoff, right? I don't like the idea of 4-team playoff either, because that's just not enough. I feel like you need more than 4 teams. I feel like a 5-team playoff would be better. That way there's 1 person with a bye in the winner's bracket, and then consolation round, the number 6 overall team then, who would be Alec this year, would have the bye for consolation bracket. But I'll look into it. I'll add it to the thing. It's like an MLB. Like basically more than half the league makes playoffs, right? I don't think that's actually true. It's like just about half, I think, makes playoffs now. I'm pretty sure it's just half. But like more than half our league making playoffs kind of hurts. I feel like that's not correct. It shouldn't be that way. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, Chumba and Eddie, the 1 and the 2 seed. Chumba's the 2, Eddie's the 1. Said that backwards, whatever. First matchup, the 4 and 5, we have the return of the king, Justin Runge, the number 4 seed, finishing at 8 and 6, taking on the Honey Badgers at 7 and 7. Jake fell to the 5 seed, right? Runge fell to the 4 seed. Alec is the 6 seed, taking on John, who is the 3 seed, right? Big week. The last 2 weeks, a lot of shifting in the seeding. Could end up being big, right? John was pretty happy that he got bumped up to the 3 seed. Honestly, Alec's a sleeper here, okay? If he wins, yes, he moves on to either Eddie or Chumba. He would play Eddie, actually. So he could survive that. Never mind. I thought he might play Chumba. Right, whoever plays Chumba's the big dog this year, right? Fuck Chumba. Fuck that little pussy-ass bitch. Little gonna be bald in 5 years ass bitch. But like, I think you'd rather have Eddie in the round 2 than Chumba in round 2. Reminder, first place overall, $225 to them, and then the remaining 25, second place gets their buyout back. So that's what's on the line here. Congrats to the playoffs teams. Real quick consolation bracket. We have myself versus Brochard. The 8 and the 7 seed. Brochard is the 7 seed. I am the 8 seed. Then we have Connor versus Griff. Connor's the 10 seed. Griff is the 9 seed. So we'll see. We don't have a punishment for last place. I'm still open to adding that into league vote to propose punishments. Again, it's very tough with us all living different places. But get creative. If you see something online, those things will start popping up now. Give me a shout. Let me know what's up. But that is our recap. I tried making this one quicker today. We're just at 11 minutes because the last two were almost 20. So I apologize for both of those. But yeah, fucking playoff time. Here we go. First round of the playoffs. Good luck to the 4 teams playing this week for playoffs. And Chumba, maybe Rogaine. I don't know.